Hey everyone, so much for the daily blogging. I've had quite a difficult week, been very up and down since my last blog. I was very depressed and just was unable to, I felt like I was losing my mind, so it kind of seemed the last thing to do a blog, but also might have shown you how I was feeling at the time. But since then, probably since Thursday, I had some more inheritance come through, so I did a wee bit of retail therapy and did some shopping and got a few new things. And then baby girl Laurie and I went to see Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and we absolutely loved it. And we picked up on all the cues that a lot of people didn't. We were laughing at things that other people weren't, because we picked up on the jokes because we're so Harry Potter nerdy. It was so much fun, and then Laurie had about an hour till she had to catch a bus, and so we tried to find a bar, or we tried to find a cafe, but there was none open at 9 o'clock at night. So we were trying to find somewhere that sold coffee, and we found we found a bar, and we walked in, and Laurie was like, "Doesn't this remind you of the leaky cauldron?" There was a fire, and we just sat by the fire, and that was really cool. And then I was still buzzing the next day. Was wearing all the Hogwarts stuff that I could. Listening to Harry Potter audiobooks while doing some scrolling, which is our word for making things or for each other, for Bay and I. And I've had a pretty good weekend. Laura came around again on Friday night, and we watched some Black Books. We're quite into that at the moment. We just chilled out and had a pretty good evening. And then Saturday we went op shopping. We did that all day. And that was heaps of fun. I can't imagine how much I've spent. But I did find a pair of red tartan docks with yellow lace-ups, second hand, hardly worn. Brand new would be about $400. Got them for $36, so I was really stoked with that. They're pretty awesome. And then this morning we went to church. We go to a Baptist church, and that was wonderful. It was a story about struggling and the benefits that come from that. And of course I fitted in a Harry Potter quote. Ron saying, it's just left my mind. Reading the tea leaves and saying, you're going to suffer and you're going to be happy about it. And that was pretty much exactly what the sermon was about. And Laurie got quite emotional when she went to go say thank you to the preacher. And then we went outside and we talked a bit about Bethany Hamilton and how much she really inspires us. So I've been reading a wee bit this book by Bethany Hamilton called Body and Soul, and it's a girl's guide to fit, fun and fabulous life. And Laurie brought that, and she's lent it to me, and she's highlighted things about my recovery from anorexia. So I always feel a bit lost on a Sunday afternoon when Laurie goes home, because I feel I don't get to see her until next weekend. So, but I can write to her and things like that, so that's okay, and we can FaceTime if we can catch each other when I'm sleeping a lot lately, so normally we talk twice a day, but I think we only talked maybe once last week. So yeah, I've read a wee bit about Bethany Hamilton, but what I'm going to do after I finish this is read Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. It is a really great book about Hosea and God's love for us. How it's a fiction story based on Hosea. So we turn away from God, come back. God still loves us. And it's about Hosea marrying a prostitute, and she goes back to prostitution, goes back, and Hosea still loves her, and is still committed to her as her husband. So it's really quite an inspirational read. So I'm going to read that for a while, and then I'm going to watch Soul Surfer tonight. Once I've had my evening meds, because I'm usually a bit tired after that. Saturday, our cat has found her new favourite spot on my puff. Here she is. So she's right up close next to me, and she's very snuggled, and she really likes it here. So, and I like the company. So, hey, that's got to be good. Yeah, so there's going to be a big, back to my last blog, how I was talking about Renee and how angry I was, and I talked to Laurie after that, and she's written a letter saying how disgusted she is and the support for my eating disorder here. She was not very happy at all, and I went to the dietitian, and she's put me on a really huge meal plan, and I just don't know how I can do it. So there's going to be a meeting with my psychiatrist, and probably not my psychologist, but my district nurse and Renee and Kevin, his boss. So that meeting should be happening sometime this week, so I'm pretty anxious about that, really. But other than that, yeah, things are pretty good. I should have blogged more in the last week, because it's been up and down, and I really want to show kind of all my moods and how I can be. Pretty good at the moment. Got lots of stuff to do. Just chilling out in my room, either reading or watching TV. So it's always good. I'll leave it there for now. Yeah, talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Mwah.